Welcome to BioGrow's humic and fulvic acids presentation. This is a very basic presentation on humic and fulvic acids. The objective is to give a very basic understanding of what humic acids are and what they are not. We will also talk about where they come from, how they're made, and how you should use them. Humic and fulvic acids are an important agricultural production tool. So where do humic acids come from? Well, the plural term, humic acids, refers to all the types of humic and fulvic compounds. If we were to try to explain all the technical aspects and components of humic acids that are published, this would be a very long presentation, but we're going to keep it real simple. If you have a field that has nice black soil and it is high in organic matter, most likely this field would outproduce and outyield a neighboring field that was light, sandy, and low in organic matter. Humic acids are a part of soil organic matter, so the general idea is to take the humic acids fraction from lignite, extract it, and use it in low organic matter soils. High organic matter soils contain many more and diverse compounds than commercial humic acids, so putting on a few gallons or a few pounds of humic acids does not make sandy soil rich in organic matter. We will add more detail to this later. Here is a map of all the major coal areas of Canada and the USA. You can see two different coal beds. One is the lignite coals and the other is the subbituminous coal beds. The overburden we use comes from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada area. It is very pure and has a large part of the smaller, more water-soluble humic fulvic molecules and is more bioactive in the soil. Humic and fulvic acids are simply organic colloids ranging from the smallest fulvic acid molecule that may have a molecular weight of 1500 or lower to larger and larger humic molecules with molecular weights ranging from 5,000 to 500,000. The definition of humic and fulvic acids is actually very simple. Fulvic molecules are acid-soluble, low pH, water-soluble, and alkaline-soluble, high pH. Whereas humic molecules are only soluble at a higher pH. This definition is what the industry uses, but it is actually vague. It is better to think of a suspension of colloids ranging from the very smallest to larger and complicated colloids. The smaller ones, fulvic, are small enough that they are actually soluble in water. The larger humic colloids need the pH to be higher to stay in suspension. Humans also cause some confusion in the industry. However, for the sake of definition, they are too large to suspend in water by pH. The actual structure and form of humic and fulvic acids are quite vague. Testing some of these quality parameters is still a challenge and/or very expensive, but there are differences between various sources that are important to illustrate. Generally speaking, the humic acid colloids found in soil and in peat are often much smaller in size range than humic acids found in leonardite sources, but it is difficult to extract commercial quantities and consistency from peat sources. On the other hand, a good source of leonardite that contains a large percentage of water-soluble humic substances is valuable. One of the most common uses for leonardite is drilling mud. Our stockpile was made to service the oil industry. Its originators knew that in order to compete in the southern USA market from central Alberta, Canada, they had to have a consistent quality source. The company hired a geologist and found a pocket of pure, high-analysis product and had it stockpiled. The low oil prices in the early 80s caused the company to shut down, and we purchased it in 1996. What is unique about this source is the large amount of water-soluble fraction that it contains. It is about 55% by weight water-soluble. However, this material is not fulvic acids, as some companies will try to claim. It is a very light brown material, but is irreversibly converted to black humic acid when extracted. This fraction is the lower molecular weight, more bioactive product that makes BioGrow liquid humic acids products perform so well in the field. Another way to better illustrate what humic and fulvic acids are is to illustrate the basic extraction process. Leonardite and water are mixed. The pH is raised with potassium hydroxide or other bases, and the solution is extracted. If it is centrifuged at a high pH, the insoluble products would be termed humins. The remaining liquid would be called humic acids. Now, if one were to take the humic acid solution and lower the pH with an acid such as hydrochloric acid and centrifuge it again, The humic acid would separate, and the remaining solution would be termed fulvic acid. At BioGrow Incorporated, we can produce a number of concentrations: 6%, 8%, 12%, and our humic base label, which is 17%. Humic base is very concentrated and takes special handling and storage protocols. Coming in 2010 is a dry, soluble product for export. We also produce a very good standard fulvic extract, which we will illustrate later in this presentation. What we mean by standard is the same technology as everyone uses in our industry. However, BioGrow produces some very unique and very effective humic acid formulas, as we will now illustrate. Most humic acid products are used in conjunction with liquid fertilizers because adding them to fertilizer increases the effectiveness of both products. However, in our development, we noticed that most standard humic acid products are not compatible with most liquid fertilizers, as we will demonstrate here. We pour the contents onto paper towels, which act as a filter. The purpose of the demonstration is to illustrate that all the humic acid colloids in BioGrow's Premium 6 are miscible into the liquid fertilizer solution. Humic acids are colloids, extremely small colloids that you cannot possibly see with a human eye or even with a common microscope. However, they are colloids, which means they are not really soluble, but need to be suspended into the fertilizer solution. In the two 10 milliliter cylinders, we have 9 parts of 1034-0 and 1 part of humic acid. In the left, we have BioGrow's Premium 6 humic acid product, and in the right, we have a 6% standard humic acid product from a competitor. Note how both mixtures appear mixed. However, as the mixture moves through the paper towel, notice that the competitor's extract is almost immediately filtered out. If you look closely, you will see visible particles, so although the product was extracted properly, when it is mixed into the fertilizer solution, hundreds of thousands of bioactive colloids are brought together into one big particle, which is no longer with the fertilizer solution. So the question is, what product will move with the fertilizer in the soil? More importantly, which mixture will have the highest surface area and best distribution of the humic acids throughout the soil profile? BioGrow's Premium 6 humic acids product is miscible into almost every known fertilizer solution. This demonstration is very self-explanatory. Premium 6 humic acids are compatible with calcium, magnesium, zinc, manganese, and all other micronutrient fertilizers. This is especially important since humic acids are known for their improved uptake of micronutrients. Premium 6 is also very compatible with phosphoric acid and sulfuric acid solutions. Premium 6 is available in a urea sulfuric solution. When you buy a liquid humic acid product, you are paying for the process which separates and suspends the millions and millions of tiny, highly complex colloids which represent an immense amount of surface area and bioactivity. Yet, if it is not mixed right, you can turn the liquid suspension back into an inert, large particle. The bottom line is, if you are going to mix a liquid humic acids product into liquid fertilizer, make sure that it mixes properly. Use Premium 6 and take out the worry. Up to this point, we have been using the term humic acid colloid. This is what Premium 6 technically is. Premium 6 can be converted back into a standard humic acid suspension that would not be compatible with 1034-0 ATS liquid calcium and acid fertilizers. We are not significantly and permanently altering the molecules so they become soluble. Premium 6 is miscible into many liquid fertilizers, but as a colloid does, it will tend to separate if left unagitated in the field. There are products that are derived from lignite, but the molecules have been altered by high temperature and chemical reaction and are no longer true colloids. We are not saying these products do not have field merit, but they should not be called humic acids products because they are no longer colloids. Sometimes lignin sulfonate is also represented as humic or fulvic acid, which it is not. Our recommendation is to verify field response. We are sure that you will see the benefits of humic acid colloids. BioGrow Incorporated does manufacture fulvic acid products. This product is used in situations where it is impossible to use and properly maintain liquid humic acid fertilizer blends and mixes. However, remember that all humic acid products contain fulvic acid, so whenever possible, use a complete humic acids package. The advantage with fulvic acid is that there are no mixing or storage problems. Its mode of action is more of a growth stimulation response than a nutrient exchange response. When using humic or fulvic acids, do some saturated paste extracts of soil and measure the effect of the product on the amount of soluble calcium, magnesium, and sodium. Productive rich soils high in organic matter contain many more plant growth promoting compounds than humic acids extracted from lanternite does. Plants respond to many other types of organic compounds such as amino acids, organic acids, vitamins, and numerous other growth promoting compounds such as plant growth hormones. Therefore, we produce various other products that we blend with our humic acids products and produce products like amino 21 and rutin that help promote early root growth. We also have humic acids formulations for adverse soil conditions such as excess soluble sodium. Ask us for a soil profile analysis to help determine which product blend is best for your particular soil type and growing environment. We recommend that you visit www.biogrow.com for more information and technology to help you grow and produce your crops at the lowest cost of production per unit of produce. You will find that BioGrow Incorporated's complete fertility system does not try to cut back on inputs, but rather is designed to maximize production and quality to maximize the return on plant nutrition inputs. Check out our complete line of soil and plant stimulants, NPKs, and micronutrients. Thank you for watching BioGrow Incorporated's humic and fulvic acids presentation. Contact your sales representative today and ask them how BioGrow Incorporated humic products can work for you.